All right, well, the talk this week has been about GM's Volt. We were just talking about it, in fact. But one company releasing a battery-powered truck. The CEO is coming up next in the C-Suite sit-down to talk about that. Again, the markets. Right. All right, let's move on here to the C-Suite sit-down this morning. It's a treat for all you Jenna Lee fans out there. You know who you are. We're featuring a company called, thank you, Dave, featuring a company called Balqon, which is a maker of electric vehicles. Balwinder Samra is the company's chairman and CEO, and Jenna did catch up with him last week. Take a look.
Balwinder, tell us a little bit about the challenges of breaking into this sector on the electric truck and electric tractor side.
Well, the biggest challenge originally was on the propulsion side, and that's when we founded the company in 2005.
The propulsion side?
Yeah.
So for those of us outside, what does that mean?
Which is the drive system to develop a high-efficiency drive that could actually move 30 to 50 tons worth of load.
And see, that was one of my questions of whether or not an electric vehicle that does a lot of work in industrials, whether they could work as hard and as fast and be as durable as some of the other tractors that you see out there.
Yes, and that is where we formed the company. We saw that opportunity in 2005, started that development, and in 2007 is the first time where Port of Los Angeles and Air Quality Management District asked us to demonstrate for the first time in the world a zero-emission electric tractor that could pull those kind of loads.
And so what would that be used for?
It will be to move containers in short-haul applications between ports and marine terminals, in inner-city applications where there's heavy concentration of heavy-duty trucks causing a lot of pollution in a concentrated area.
So looking back at that timeline from 2005 until today, it's been an interesting, to say the least, economic environment. What has gone on with your company as far as customers' demand for the product? Are you seeing growth?
Yes, we are seeing a significant growth in the market, mainly coming out of regulatory initiatives and also our ability to progress the technology.
Where specifically?
It's coming on the inner city applications, port applications, wherever there's a higher concentration of heavy-duty trucks. That's where the most acute pollution is.
You know, and I'm from San Francisco, and of course the big ports there, both in the San Francisco Bay, but also the East Bay as well. But then you think, oh, California is a tough place to do business these days. How much has the stimulus bill or the different initiatives coming from D.C. helped your company?
Well, strategically, that's why we focused on the heavy-duty side, where there was concentration of these vehicles. We felt that's where the regulatory initiatives initially will come, and that's where the stimulus package is addressing the cleaning up of the ports.
So what kind of infrastructure changes do you need to see happen to support the type of fleet that you could have out there if, for example, a city got involved and invested in some of these vehicles?
Minimal at this point, because these electric vehicles are charged during off-peak load time. So the infrastructure during the peak time already exists. So you essentially have all the power generation capabilities, which is not being used in off-peak. That would be equivalent to why we all have, you know, free minutes on our cell phones in the evening.
Well, I'm glad you brought us back to that, because I wanted to ask one final question here. We all live in New York City, most of us here in the studio, but across the country, you know, big trucks, gas engines, diesel engines, a lot of noise.
Yes.
Are these quieter?
Much quieter, and I think from our demonstration and shipment of products, we are fairly surprised that it's the low noise that is exciting for the driver.
Because that's the one thing that's hurt electric cars sometimes, that people don't get that revving engine.
Yes.
But I was thinking on the truck side, some neighborhoods might appreciate quieter trucks. All right. Well, Balwinder, keep us up to date as you continue. It's an interesting company, and we'll be watching you.
Okay. Thank you for inviting me.
Very great to have you. All right. We're going to have more Fox Business Morning coming right up.